about that, but my favorite chapter of the series officially animated after so many years, all these years.
何を思いやがって暴力の限りを尽くす俺は
No, Mappa's good at animating child abuse.
わけないだろうだけじゃない
Said Eldia. It's looking like the exact same so far. I understand what they're saying. I heard Eldia. No way, fuck them quarters.
壁の外俺が夢見た世界と違ってた
It's a new OST.
消し去ってしまいたかったごめん
I don't know. I'm not gonna say it was bad, but it just it's like it was alright. It was good, but it wasn't like man, bro. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. They try to make it more horrific than emotional. Yeah, true. I guess, man. I don't know. The music just ain't it, man. It's low energy, right? Yeah. Ain't enjoyed it so much, even if it was better. That's not true. I literally enjoyed the rumbling. I enjoyed the rumbling episode. I loved it. It's not true. It's just not it. I guess they just don't want to make it seem like it's like a cool thing that's happening. I guess that's why they're doing it this way. Which is fine, I guess. It's just it's a different interpretation than what I had. It's not bad though. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just I don't know. I just always envisioned it different. Damn. How did he get across the ocean, man? Are we ever going to talk about that? How did he get there?
生まれた時からず
He
っと
swim?
俺の目の前には鬱陶しい壁があった
It's not an adult,
炎の
guys.
水それを見た者は
So dramatic, bro.
この世で一番の自由を手に入れた者これが自由だ
Hey, are we confirmed? I don't know, man. I get what they were doing. I just disagree. It's not bad. I just disagree. That's how I feel about it so far. Yeah, it's no seasoning. It's just no seasoning, you know? Like it's a good well-made steak, but it ain't got no seasoning, bro. That's how I'd say. Which I guess that's alright, but y'all still think AoE happening, huh? I wouldn't say it felt rushed. They didn't want to make it an epic scene. They wanted to just make a horrific scene, like someone said in the chat. And I get that interpretation of it. I get it. I do understand. I don't think it was that trash, bro. I don't think it was trash. I really don't. I don't think it was trash. I just don't think it was. I disagree with the decision. I think they should have made it a more epic moment. Even though it's not cringe. Talk about cringe. Oh, dude, I'm in Japan. You guys didn't know I lived in Japan. I'm just watching on TV. You guys still think it's AoE? You really still think that it's AoE? It wasn't alright. Remember that too, but it was alright, bro. The animation was fine. It's just they just didn't interpret that scene the way we did, bro. That's really what I could say. Yeah, exactly, Reek. It should be more of like a. It should be like a sad beauty, you know. But you gotta keep in mind if they're trying to foreshadow 139 and make it feel more consistent, then it makes sense for them to do it the way they did it. It makes sense for it to not to be such a triumphant moment, you know. I don't know. It was fine to me. Y'all know 131 is my favorite chapter. It was fine to me. It just wasn't. It just wasn't emotional as I thought it or as it should be. Freedom Scene is on YouTube. Please watch it again. Okay, bro. Let's watch it. These motherfuckers fast.
自由だ。ついにたどり着いたぞ、この景色に。なあ、アルミン。
Again, I don't really. I never thought it was. I don't think it's bad, honestly. I just disagree. I disagree with the way they decided to do it, but I don't think it's bad. I really don't. I don't think it's bad. Like the way they wanted it to be like this, like they wanted it to be like a horrific moment, you know? Like the audience should be like, wow, this is the character that I've known all this time. He's literally destroying the world. Like it's not this is the way that they envisioned it, you know? Like they thought of it like that. And that's a fair interpretation. It's not wrong. I don't think that's a wrong interpretation at all. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It's just not what I would have done. It's not as objectively as good as the manga. I mean, it's the same thing as the manga. The only difference is the music, really, in the tone. But I mean, what would you put here instead? You know, I don't know what I'd put actually. I didn't think about that. I never really thought about it. What I'd put in the Freedom Panel scene because I never thought about it. The Freedom Panel is like its own thing. Let's see. Yeah, like that. Yeah, like that. That's how I would do it. Yeah. That's how I would do it, yeah. If I could choose, that's how I would do it. But some people don't have that interpretation. Yeah. That's how I would do it. But some people don't have that interpretation, you know? Some people probably thought it would be like bombastic. Yeah. It works. It works. Yeah, that works too. That works. That works too. I would be fine with that. That works. Yeah. But like I said, what they did, I mean, it's just a different interpretation, man. I'm not mad at it. It's just a different interpretation. I'm not mad at that though. I'm not mad at that. I'm really not. And like I said, y'all know 131 is my favorite chapter, and even I'm not mad at it. And I'm like the most critical Mappa motherfucker on earth, and even I'm not. It's just a different interpretation of the scene that I had. Like it's a different interpretation. That's all I can say. Watch the fan animation. Yeah, I watched the fan animation. I've already seen the fan animation of it, and it was good too. The fan animation was really good too. Like as I'm saying, but this is good. Like this is good. This is well made. Like the animation is fine. It's just simply a different interpretation that some people just don't agree with it. Some people don't agree that this moment is supposed to be felt like a horrifying moment. It's supposed to be. On me, it was supposed to be ironically happy. That's the way I would say. A ironically happy, immature moment. That's the way I would direct it if I was in charge. But the guy who directed this, he didn't see it that way. I think it works. It's not gonna work as much for some people who want it's a very big contrast between your interpretation. And that's what I say when I say like When I say like when I'm judging these episodes, I'm not going off what I thought it should be. I'm going off what works for what the manga made, and this does work for what is in the manga. Like it fits the moment. It's just a different interpretation of what the moment was, which is fine. You know, they weren't being lazy. They had some artistic expression in this. There's nothing lazy about this. The arm, then going straight to his arm. There's nothing lazy about this scene at all. They did what they were supposed to do. It's just they just thought of it differently than we did. That's it.